I wanted to share with you my latest concept of multi-floor elevator, um, an idea that I had, and as you can see, I build a lot of elevators, whether they're mine or somebody else's. But this particular one is based off of Dr. Plasma's 4x4 platform elevator. He's got a bunch of them, so check them out. I'll put a link to the tutorial in the description. It's a fabulous design, and as I look at his channel, he's got a lot of cool stuff, and this is one of them. When I saw this, I said, I want to make this multi-floor. And in order to do that, I had to get by a couple of things. And one of them is that this elevator needs to launch off of solid ground. It can't launch off of, like, for example, it can't be like that because it won't work. So it needs to be on solid ground. I said, how am I going to handle that with needing an elevator shaft that's clear all the way up? But what I wanted is multi-floor, and I wanted the elevator to be able to go up and down off of each floor as you want to. So I came up with this. I put a piston on the bottom of the elevator, and it carries it with it. However, if you were to power that piston, it now becomes immovable. So this could launch off it, and then when you depower it, it'll take it with it. So it's the only movable, immovable block in Minecraft that I'm aware of, and it's very handy. So what I did was I took that, and then I came up with the other thing is you have to stop it. You have to stop the elevator. So each unit, there's 4 units here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each unit is 1 block shy of the push limit, so that makes it very easy to stop. And I came up with this gray bar, I call it, and this goes against the slime blocks and honey blocks and stops it. All right, so let's take the elevator up and stop it there. So as you can see, it stops on that floor nicely. Now what you need to do is if you wanted to go down, there's one issue that happens when you launch this thing down. You'll see in his video that this observer activates 2 pistons. So when it goes down, it actually leaves part of the elevator up and you lose it. So in order to compensate for that, I came up with this, which he has his own solution. But for a multi-floor, I had to come up with something different. So I came up with this. This is going to hold the elevator in place long enough for this double piston extender to take over, fire it down, and then it's going to release it quickly. It happens kind of quick, but it allows it to go down without the jump. So what I did was I put this all together, all right, this double piston extender. With this double piston extender, this one sends it down. This one creates that hard ground, if you will, but it also stops the elevator on the way down, and I'll show you how that works. So let's send it up. Let's go up to, I don't know, let's go up to the top. So unlock, and we'll lock this one. Let's go up to the top and we'll send it up to the top. Sorry, I'm trying to, hopefully I don't make you guys dizzy. All right, so now the whole elevator will fly up and it'll stop on top. All right. Okay, now let's say we want to go down to this floor. So what we do is we send this out And what that's going to do is create the piston that's at the bottom of the elevator. It's going to make that immovable, and it's going to stop at that floor. So it'll stop there, and this is going to be where your platform sits. So let's see, let's do it. Make sure everything's unlocked. Okay, that's locked. That needs to stay locked because I also have this, as I said, this is going to pull this out for just a second and time it so it'll go down. So now it's going to go down and it creates an immovable situation and it stops the elevator at that floor. So now what I wanted to do is have the elevator be in a neutral position at all times. So when a lock happens and it stops the elevator, I want it to retract and be in a neutral position, both up and down. So I came up with these RS NOR latches, all right, and they have indicator lights on them. So let's look up, for example. If we want to go up from here, then what needs to happen is we need a solid base for the elevator to launch off of. So that's where this redstone block comes out and creates that. And in addition, it'll fly up and then the lock will stop it wherever you want, and it'll also retract on its own. So let's say the elevator's here and let's go up to here. So pick this floor, just lock it. And again, this doesn't have any control wiring yet. This is just my locks figured out, I think. So now this is in place. The indicator light is on, meaning that floor is locked. And what's going to happen is the elevator is going to come up. I also have 2 observers hooked onto the base of this elevator. One here sends a signal here, and the other one here sends a signal here. And I'll show you that one in a minute. So now when this one comes up and goes up to the floor that's locked, what it's going to do is send a signal up here, and then it's going to reset it. So now that that's locked, and this side is our up function. All right, if you want to lock it up, you press this button. If you want to send it up, you press this one wherever the elevator is. So where is the elevator? Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it should go up and stop at that floor, and then the lock will release. So it's going up. And you should see that lock release. Nice. So that's how you do your up function. Now the down one, what you have to do is the fact that in this elevator, you get I told you, you get part of the elevator, you're going to lose part of your elevator. So I solved that by this. In this case, you find the elevator, wherever it went, and say you want to go down. Let's go down to, I don't know, let's go down to here. So lock your redstone block, that creates your stopping point. And now what you do is you come up here to your elevator, and in order for this to work, this red bar, this gray bar is going to come over and hit the elevator, hold it for long enough for this to fire it, and then it's going to go down. So it's timed, so it gets rid of that losing part of your elevator, and it's going to go down to that floor down there and stop. And there it goes. And that's going to come out, stop it, and it gets reset. Very cool. So now all you want to do, if you need to go up, I don't know, pick a floor. Let's pick this one. Right? It's locked. Gray bar is locked. Indicator light is lit. Go down to the elevator. So again, if you're riding it, then of course you're in it with the controls. I just didn't get there yet. So let's make it fly up. Just hit this button. Oops. It's kind of a dual action thing. So she's flying up nicely. All right, and you should see that. Yep, nice. All right, let's go down one more. Let's just go down one floor. Let's go down to this one. Lock is in place. Go up to the elevator. Send it down. And there it goes. And that's it. So now I think I'm going to use a lectern to wire it. And then get the doors set up and indicator lights. And I think I want to have a indicating beeper or something. I don't know what, but we'll get there. Anyway, peace out.